Hello all and welcome to another Caffeinated Entertainment review. It's art. Our Caffeinated Entertainment video. This is a book review. It's art here with you. Let me first off address a few things. You can ignore the quick and dirty update. I was able to find the SD card reader and the SD card. We are back on the normal schedule, as you can tell by this going up on the proper day it was meant to go up. The second thing I must now take care of is that this is a book review for the Midnight Line, Jack Reacher book number 22 by Lee Child. With that said, that book comes out as you're watching it. If you're watching it today, this video comes out, it comes out today in stores, be it the Kindle, be it the Barnes & Noble Nook, be it Amazon, be it your local bookstore, it comes out today. So with that being said, how can I do a book review on a book that comes out today? That's because I got a review copy, an art copy from Random House Publishing Group via Netgalley. So I would like to thank them up front for that and let everybody know that I did not actually pay for the book. I got this copy for review. So without further ado, let's dive right into the review. Okay. For those that are new to Reacher, and this is specifically those that are new to Reacher, and those that may be new to my channel, because this may be the first video you watch on my channel, there are going to be no real plot spoilers in my reviews whatsoever. None. I don't do that. I feel, especially when I get a copy for review, it would be completely unfair for me to spoil things of that nature, so I won't, and I'm not going to. But I will say this. The Midnight Line by Lee Child is the 22nd book in the Jack Reacher series, and it's Reacher back to Reacher form. He is once again the wandering nomad with no real place that this takes place. The crux of the crux of the plot is this. Reacher is on a bus. Imagine that, going across country. When the bus stops in for a pit stop, he finds something at the pit stop which then drives the plot forward. Now, I will say that the thing that drives the plot forward, in my opinion, was a little bit strenuous and a little bit far-fetched in a certain degree. I mean, let's be honest here. But it is Reacher, so I'll let that slide. You know, it is Reacher, I'll let that slide. Everything that happens till then is completely Reacher. He hitchhikes. He gets rides from other people. He walks. He gets in trouble, well, not in trouble with the law, but meets up with many law personnel, including, and this is where I feel like this book, Lee Child must have read a lot of Craig Johnson's Walt Longmire series, or maybe even all of it, because this book has a little bit of Walt Longmire feel-esque to it. Including the name of a sheriff, shares a name of a sheriff in the Walt Longmire series. You'll see it when you read it, and you'll think of this review, hopefully. I will say the action is fast-paced. I will say every fight scene was kind of really cool, because in that instance, Lee Child does this BBC Sherlock thing where Reacher goes through every possibility and finds his proper response and the best response to eliminate the problem as quickly and efficiently as possible with minimal damage to the person who's threatening him, and also little or minimal damage to Reacher himself. Reacher's knowledge and leaning toward his military training is on full display here, as it always is in all the books. But for those who don't know it, Jack Reacher is a former Army military policeman. That is a basic fact that if you read book 1, you find out basically in chapter 1. So you need to know that coming in, because they say that coming in. Now I will say, for those of you who haven't read a Reacher novel to date, you can start at Midnight Line. To this point, I was only up to one shot, which is book 9. This is book 22, when Random House and Netgalley gave me the copy to read for review, which I gladly accept and thank them for. I went ahead and did read it because Lee Child himself has always said that you can. I can confirm that you can. There are no real spoilers of past books. It's just Reacher being Reacher. I do like, I can see the influences of John D. McDonald's Travis McGee series on Reacher, as when Travis McGee has an issue in that series, which, by the way, if you haven't read that series, go read that series. But when Travis McGee has a problem in his series, he sees it through to the end, no matter what. There's no problem, no thing that he won't see through to the end, even at a cost to himself. Reacher is that exact same way. I like the character Reacher. I like the pacing in the book. I like the writing of the book. And the jokes in the book are there. Humor backs it up. And I like the sprinkling of pop culture in our basic American fascination with celebrityism that is somewhat sprinkled through the book. I do like the hard look that the book takes on some more serious topics, which I won't get into. But the book takes a much more harder look, and it is not completely favorable to the federal government, because Reacher, as being part of a federal government, knows where the federal government succeeds and knows where they fail. And oftentimes they fail more than they succeed. Reacher himself even alludes to that at one point. I will say the action is very fast-paced. The story, it's completely a page turner. When I say as of filming this, I'm filming this the day before the book comes out. As of filming this morning, I was at 54%. I am now completely done with the book. I read most of the book in one sitting, in one day. Because this book is a true definition of a pulse-pounding, page-turning thriller that shouldn't be missed. If you haven't been exposed to Reacher, The Midnight Line is the perfect way to be exposed to Reacher. If you have been exposed to Reacher and you love Reacher, be forewarned, nothing here is exposed. Nothing here is different. I love the book. I enjoyed the book. Reacher, of course, will continue, because that's the one good thing and the one bad thing about having an ongoing character is eventually you will have a character. You know the main character is going to continue, so you know any jeopardy the main character's in isn't really fatal jeopardy, to put it best. If I was personally to score the book, I would score the book 5 stars. I will say at parts the book is a little bit too descriptive. So that may make it a 4-star read to some people. I, however, enjoyed the book immensely. I have to give it personally 5 stars. On Goodreads, for myself, I'd probably give it 5 stars. Because it was just it's exactly what if you know what you're getting into, it's exactly what you want at exactly the right time you want it. I loved a lot of the characters in the book, and I love the nomad feel and the small town feel and the Midwestern feel of the book, being a Midwestern person myself, even though it takes place some in Wyoming, some in it takes place all over the middle and upper middle section of the country. I don't want to spoil where it takes place because it may lead to spoilers, unintended spoilers, and I don't want to do that. All I want to do is recommend that if this is the place to start, I do recommend you read The Killing Floor, because The Killing Floor is the first book in the Reacher series. It will give you a basis in the Reacher series, but if you want to see how far the series has come, you can always start with the Midnight Line and go backwards. I don't normally recommend this, but you can, because this is Reacher, the way Reacher should be, and the way I think of Reacher as a problem solver. Great book, great read. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Tomorrow's review is Mr. Mercedes. That's day 2 of Book Review Week. When Thursday's review will either be It, or it will be The Closers by Stephen King, or The Closers by Michael Connelly. Friday's review is going to be something special. Friday's review is going to be a flip-flop of either one of those two. Saturday's review is going to be something special, and Sunday's review is also going to be something special. Next Tuesday's review is going to be the other arc that I got, this one from Crown Publishing, Artemis. And with that said, happy reading to all. Enjoy Book Review Week. Day 1 is done. Go out and get yourself some Midnight Line. Have a little popcorn and soda. Grab the book and have some fun. I'll see you all next time. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you later.